Alright, this is part 9 on go bags. I know a lot of these videos are getting redundant, but some stuff needs to be highlighted or needs to be reiterated multiple times because of its importance. And I chose the level of importance and what I'm gonna harp on based on experience and what I've used in my life. And so if you think these kits never get used, well, maybe not here as often as overseas, but I use my go bag quite a bit in my lifetime, and just parts and little pieces of it, and I think they come in useful, and you're really choosing when I say the bare essentials, it's the bare essentials of useful crap. Not just the bare essentials as I want to put a pair of frickin' new underwear in there. Now, my wife's bag's basically complete, so I wanted to highlight that. And it's really not. It's the middle of the size bags. I know it kind of looks big there, but that's because it's fully loaded at this point. And we're not going to put a lot more into that. Maybe a couple layers when winter hits. A set of thermals, or maybe a thin hooded sweatshirt or something we'll cram in there. Just so if worst comes to worst, at least you have another layer of clothes on, and you know, you're gonna have stuff to build a fire anyway, so you should be fine. And if you're worried about building a fire, you know, and the legalities of it, of where you can build a fire and where you can't, well, you know, you're stranded and your life depends on it, so build the effing fire. Just be careful about it. Now, what are some of the stuff she has on the outside? Well, this particular bag, because of these side pockets, which are pretty cool, the main thing that's in this is a little roll of tape, some notes. If you're wandering around the wilderness because you got lost, tack a note to a tree, and you know, have something to write with, and give a time you were there, and it helps searchers find your ass. So and then paracord. There's paracord in this pocket, so she could get to it easily and readily. And then on this side, we stuffed one of these micro fleece blankets in there, and this does a lightweight blanket. It's pretty small, but if you ever need it, it's gonna come in real handy. Then on the outside, her Leatherman Blast, which I did a video on. This is a great multi-tool. I highly recommend getting the bit, the little bit adapter that goes with it. So, and then this particular nylon sheath we bought separate, and it's got, you know, a designated pocket for the bit adapter and everything, and so I dig it. And it's just zip tied on with multiple zip ties. Will break if they're not good zip ties. So go ahead and spend a little bit of extra money and buy some decent zip ties. This is just a little friggin' light that we bought. I don't know, I think I saw it on sale for like $2 or something, and I was like, oh, you know what, we'll throw that on the outside of a bag or something. And it's got a little, you know, screwdriver and a little blade in it, and a little pair of scissors or something. So you never know. Might as well. And then her pepper sprays on the outside, which, you know, if you're in a situation, even if you're just hiking, grab the pepper spray and throw it on your wrist or in your front pocket or somewhere where it's easily accessible. Because you're probably not hiking somewhere where, you know, it's probably somewhat outdoorsy, wilderness type thing. You're not hiking through some type of urban environment, so you never know what animals you're going to run across. And that pepper spray is going to dissuade most animals from messing with you. So, and then let's take a look at this front pocket, and unzip it. It doesn't fold all the way out, which I kind of think is good on this particular bag. It allows me to just dump stuff in the bottom here without without losing it all. And so she's got, you know, a camo stick left over from my days in the military. Some stretchy tape. It's kind of a lot like electrical tape. Same kind of deal where it stretches, wraps around, and will work very well. And then she's got her backup light, which is a mini mag light. Do I recommend this? Well, if it's what you can afford, then I recommend this. But this is something I should have showed you guys in the flashlight video. This, get out of there, you damn thing. Okay, that's the size of a 2 AA mini mag light. Now her other light, the 4.7s. This is also a 2 AA that you get a lot more light out of. It's thinner and shorter, and a hell of a lot brighter. Plus, it's got 7 modes. So, is the 4.7s worth it? I don't know. You tell me. Which one would you rather carry? Especially if you pull it out and throw it in your pocket, so you have it handy. Which one? Because I'm going with the 4.7s. I'll spend a little bit extra money on that. What else do we have in here? Honestly, this is just this is a light, but it's also got a laser. Now, do I recommend blinding a helicopter? You know, everyone in a helicopter? No. But, you know, if a helicopter flies over and they didn't see you, and you gotta illuminate the cockpit briefly, you know, do what you gotta do. I mean, this is your life, and you want to get out there. And then it's got a little light on it, and a clip here, which I dig. So yeah. Do I have a laser pointer in mind? Not necessarily. I can't find where I put it, so right now I'm running without one, which sucks. In this little mesh pocket here, she's got all her spare batteries, another pad of note paper. This is an X-Acto knife. Not running around with a scalpel or anything, and I taped the lid on. But if it comes down to it and you absolutely need to cut something with surgical precision, you might want to have something, you know, of that nature, and I have one in my bag also, and it's got a fresh blade on it, so that's good to go. Ink pen. Dude, how often do you use an ink pen? Come on, really. And then the knife she carries, which is, you know, this bag was built on a budget, and this is the budget knife. And my wife's fine with that. She's willing to better life on it. So, you know, do I think it's the greatest knife ever? No, but it's actually got a really sharp blade, and you know what? It's a tool, and she's not going to be worried about breaking the blade off. So, there's that. And then all her chem lights are easily accessible right here, and they won't really fit anywhere else. So. Onto the inside of the bag. We don't have a lot in here. It is the bare essentials bag, but it's actually filled up pretty quickly. Toilet paper, don't get dysentery, come on. Especially if you're in the desert or you're doing something else. Should I get a smaller roll? Yeah, probably. Socks, glove liners. I don't know where our gloves are, but we'll find them. Reflecty belt. If you're lost, put it on. Some Cliff bars. You know, there should be another one in here. 3 Cliff bars. Is that enough to sustain you for a day or two? If had to be. Should you have more in there? Probably. We're working on it. I want to come up with some type of variety for her, because she's not going to be happy with that. So, but there's something in there for now. Her splint, her trauma kit that, you know, is just sitting on top. This is the Condor EMT bag that I showed you, and just want to give you a quick overview. Kind of look at what she runs. Your basic stuff. Got gauze, you got band-aids, got eye patches in there. Israeli bandage, J-tubes, quick clot. Don't use the quick clot if you're in an area where help's going to be right around the corner. If it's a car accident but it's in an urban environment and you know the paramedics are coming quick, don't use it. A good pair of shears, sucking chest wound, more bandages. This is a nasal tube if someone's face is busted open and they can't breathe. Look, if they're fighting you off and they don't want this put in, they can breathe. So another bandage, and then her face mask. That's her trauma kit. Her survival kit, it's basically the same as mine, but I was able to fit it in this minus reading material. So I need to get her a little survival book and get it in this kit. Another pair of socks. Her first aid, which is extremely important. Also, I've already done a video on the first aid kits. Let's see if I get this open real quick. So we're running low on time. There we go. Basically same as my kit that you saw in the video. We've added a couple things, eye patches, but that's about it. And then she runs a ripstop tarp. She thinks, you know, she may need it, and she may have our son with her, and you know what? She's willing to carry it, then more power to her. And then, of course, her designated water bladder. Couple of highlights of the bag. Well, we got it on sale, and it was like $17. So, designated water bladder. It came with the water bladder. We haven't had any problems with the water bladder. And the suspension system on this, the back is actually got pretty thick padding, and it's mesh, kind of keeps the heat off you, keeps your back from sweating. But if you could see here, there's an elastic here, and it's allowed to stretch this far, and that makes it actually a very comfortable bag to carry. These shoulder straps are padded very thick all the way down. And then it has the chest retention strap to go across your chest, and that's easily adjusted up and down on the fly. And then it's got the waist straps. So it's a very, you know what? For $17, the bag was ridiculously cheap. It was like 70% off, but that's what she carries. And you don't want a lot more than that. In the winter, a set of thermals to layer, and maybe, you know, an MRE or two, something good to eat. Everything else is in her kits. And that's basically what you want to carry. If you're throwing a bunch of extra, you know, crap in there, you got to ask yourself, is this an essential? Do I have to have this? All right. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'm out.